Hey parents, I'm Robyn White, Director of Adult Ministry at Asbury, and I'm back with session 4 of the VBS Parent video series, and this is the last video in the series. We lose things all the time. Our keys, our sunglasses, we lose our patience, and if you're like me, you can never find your reading glasses. But have you ever lost something so precious that when you found it, you had to call your friends and tell them? Or sometimes we lose and find people. Or if we lose sight of a child, we breathe a sigh of relief and we say a little prayer when we find her again. Who is in your life that you want to celebrate finding? Today we're going to discuss 3 parables of lost items and people. Please pause this video and read Luke chapter 15. But as you read the parables, focus on the celebration that occurred when the lost item was found. In the first parable, the parable of the lost sheep, Jesus asked, "Suppose someone among you had 100 sheep and lost one of them. Wouldn't you leave the other 99 in the pasture in search of the one until he finds it? And when he finds it, he is thrilled and places it on his shoulders." Isn't that a beautiful image? Did you notice what happened when he got home? He called together his friends and his neighbors and said, "Celebrate with me, I have found my lost sheep." Jesus said there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who changes both heart and life than over 99 righteous people who have no need to change their hearts and lives. In the second parable, the parable of the lost coin, the woman frantically searches for the coin that is lost. She persistently and carefully looks all over the house. And when she found it, she called together her friends and her neighbors. The woman tells the friends, "Celebrate with me because I have found my lost coin." The Bible reminds us again, in the same way, joy breaks out in the presence of God's angels over one sinner who changes both heart and life. And consider the third parable, the parable of the lost son. How would you feel if your child came to you and asked for her share of the inheritance? Essentially, the younger son tells his father that he wants him to die so he can have his money. In what ways is the younger son lost? But the father rejoiced over the younger son's return home. While he was still far away, his father saw him and was moved with a compassion. The father ran and hugged and kissed his son. We must celebrate with feasting because this son of mine was dead and he's come back to life. He was lost and now he's found. And they began to celebrate. Discuss the 3 parables with your child. What message was Jesus conveying through the lost sheep, the lost coin, and the lost son? These parables remind me of the song, "Amazing Grace." Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. May we experience celebration and joy as a beacon of light in our world. Amen.